the first question is your business set up and ready to grow, right? How is it set up? And is it ready to grow? All right, because remember, when you start a business, there are basics that you need to put in place. You definitely you need to put some investment into it. What are you investing in? Is it just a computer? Are you also hiring an office premise? Are you employing staff? Do you have processes in place? Do your staff, have you employed those staff and trained them on what your business is all about? What is this that you have put in place to start growing your business? The second question is, what are you selling and how is the sales process, right? Assume you've set up some structures in place, you have people, you have salespeople, you have trained them. What is this product or service that you want to sell? Have you defined it? Do you know the characteristics of that product or service? Can you explain to somebody in such a way they're able to understand what that product or service does and how it can help them? How different are you from competition? Those are the questions I'm asking you right now, right? And if any question crosses your mind as I speak, just put it in the comment section as we go along, all right? And if you cannot hear me, let me know. But if you're silent, I want to believe that you can hear me pretty well. So let's go to the first part of our today's session. How do you attract, okay, your products and service leader? What does your ideal highest value customer buy from you? Sometimes we have so many things that customers buy from us, but what is this? Have you ever analyzed what is this one thing that customers come for from you? You could have 4 products, A, B, and C, or 4 services, A, B, and C. What is this that your customers come for most often, right? And just put that in mind as we go along. I'll be answering a few questions. And what are you doing to ensure that that product or service that the customer buys is perhaps what you're focusing on most of the time? And secondly, when a customer comes, do they subscribe to a membership to ensure so that you as a business owner ensure that that person who came once, we are in constant conversation from today henceforth? Because more often than not, we lose potential customers because once they speak with us, we don't pick any details, and therefore that customer just goes to competition and we're never able to trace who was that actually who visited our shop, who is that who visited our online, presence, who is that who even I spoke to and even asked a few questions about our product and service, but now we have lost them. So do you have a way of capturing those details so that you're able to have conversations with that person going forward? Because remember, more often than not, people don't make decisions on the first visit. Sometimes they need to visit you 3 times, 5 times, and more often than not, more than 7 times. So if you have not spoken to someone 7 times, remember that most likely perhaps they could have bought if you had actually followed up, right? So ensure that you capture those details. So what are your growth economics? For example, what is your average customer spend in the first 30 days with you? So when you get a new customer, in the first 30 days, do they buy something or they're still just speaking with you without even purchasing anything? Remember, when customers start making a decision to buy, they will most likely buy the least expensive or the cheapest product or service from you. And in fact, there is a saying that goes like this, that people buy from people they know, they like, and they trust. If someone has just gotten to know you right now, that you have a business and you have this product and service that they would like, and when they start trusting you because they have tasted now and now they trust you, they'll even come for the most expensive product or service. So for you to ensure that your customer moves through this journey of knowing you, liking you, and trusting you, then you need to have more than 3 conversations. And I always recommend more than 7 conversations. So in the first 30 days of a customer visiting your business, how many conversations are they having with you? For those who have automated your businesses, in fact, you can comment here. Remember, when you have automated a customer journey, what that means is that you are having conversations automatically with your potential customers, because once a customer comes in, they have definitely come into your database, and they are automated emails that speak to your customer over a period of time. And it's recommended within the first 30 days, you have actually more than 3 to 5 emails that automatically, go to your customers to ensure that they keep having conversations with you. And what is your average customer spend in the first year with you? So when you now do some review of what happened in the year 2021, check the customers that visited you and purchased something. If you're lucky and you kept some information or details about those customers, check how many customers visited you, how many customers just bought a basic product or service, how many customers bought the premium product or service, and what's the average of that? Yeah, on average, how much is a customer spending on your products and services? If you do not have such statistics, sometimes you're not able to scale up because you don't even know what now to tweak and move forward. So the first thing we are saying, in order for you to grow your business, you need to understand what's the average spend of your customers. Thank you so much for joining us. I can see a few people joining on Facebook and a few more coming in on Zoom. So we are still going on. This is streamed on FabLife Facebook group, and you should be able to watch it later if you have missed the beginning part. We haven't gone too far, but and we'll also have it as an evergreen webinar as we go along. So number 2 is attract new customers online. Where do you attract new customers from with paid advertising online? Do you do paid advertising? Sometimes I don't recommend paid advertising online because even the organic, right, presence does attract customers or potential customers. Because remember, as I said, when people get to know you and they see you more than once, twice, thrice, more often than not, they will start coming closer to you because they're starting to like your content. They're starting to like what you're doing. By paying an advert, that doesn't change the process of when a customer seeing you for the first time, they will still not buy as quickly as a customer who has seen, or a potential customer who has seen you more than 3 times. So I don't advocate for paid advertising. The organic way of just speaking with your customers and ensuring that they're actually getting into your database is the easiest and best way, so that you can have the conversator having a conversation with them even without you touching a keyboard. And those are some of the things we'll be talking about. What is this you need to be automating? So how much does each new customer cost you? This is a very important question, the second bullet point of number 2. Now, for you to acquire a new customer, how much does it cost you? Assume you normally drive somewhere to go sit in a restaurant to meet one new potential customer. You buy coffee, you have bought fuel to drive there. Also the cost of the time that you spent from your office to that place where you met that client and back. So how much is that cost? And have you costed that? And when you even look at the price that you're using, or the price for your products and services, minus this cost of acquiring this new customer, are you profitable at all? All right. So you need to keep all that. If you're using paid advertising, if you're meeting clients and you're visiting them physically, you need to put together how much it's costing you. Attracting new customers offline. Where do you attract your new customers without paid advertising, or that is offline? Yeah. And how much does each new customer cost you again? So if it's offline or online, how much does that cost you? And how do you capture leads and nurture them to build a relationship with them? Then point number 4 is very key. Never ever let a potential customer go away without capturing some basic information, at least one name and an email, and make sure that that gets into your database, because that helps you in having further conversations with them. And in fact, after that customer has come in and you have captured their name and an email, you can send a thank you note just using your Google or a Gmail email. And that makes that potential customer feel you listened, you understood what they wanted. In fact, just put in 2 bullet points or 3 bullet points, and that way they feel appreciated. So most likely that person will come back. I think the mistake we make as SMEs or small businesses or medium businesses is that we don't even send those thank you notes, right? And that is what makes that customer move from just knowing you to start to like you. And once they start liking you, they will give you some more attention, and they may actually even start buying from you. It's a good buy for now. See you next time.